some really nice wiring, so you don't have to cut any of your own wires. This basically just tees into your headlights and gives you the connection for each light. Comes with a double-sided tape for mounting them, and then the wiring for both sides. And then of course, the lights that fit directly into the grill, they are made specifically for this. So let's lay this out and see how it goes. So we've got the lights and the wiring laid out on the ground, just on a mover's blanket. Let's take a closer look. So you can see these lights are molded for the grill. Each actually piece of the grill comes through, so it is specific to the Tremor model. And we're just going to hook up from the headlights, which gives you this T, which connect into your light here. This one connects into the harness here, this one to here, and the other side of the headlight. And then that one red wire, that's your daytime running lights, I guess. I'm going to hook it up to the upfitter switches, and so I can turn it on or off as I want. The louvers inside are probably closed, and it's much easier to get these lights in place if you open them. So if you just, put both hands in and just gently, you can push them open, and that'll help you get these lights in. Lights have a curve on that side, which is not on that side, and that's because they are one side only, and they go on each side like that towards the logo. So again, I've got my louvers opened. Let's see if I can manipulate these in here just to show you how they fit. There you go. So that's how they come through in the grill. They fit nicely like that. There are screw mounts on it so that you can mount it, but if you want to take your grill off and do that, I'm not going to take my grill off. So it does come with the double-sided tape, and we're going to put it along both top and bottom edge, and once that's in there and pressed for a few seconds, that should hold, and it should never come off unless you want it to. You can push on it, but that should hold it in place. So I'm going to put a strip along the top edge here and the bottom edge, and maybe trim it to fit if I have to, but that should just go on both sides, and then we'll peel it and stick them in. So let's stick them on. Double-sided tape is on both sides, trimmed up. Let's bring them over to the truck, peel the red, and stick them in. So I did start to peel the red part of the tape. I'm going to leave that on until I get it in there, and then I should be able to peel it off and stick it in. So let's give it a try. Grab the red tape, peel it off. Once it's in, apply some pressure, nice firm pressure for 10 or 15 seconds, and that should grip pretty nicely with that tape. Yeah, that's nice. It's not going anywhere. Beautiful. All right, here we go. Got the second one in. Just gonna bring it forward. There we go. I mean, the fit is perfect for these lights. It is molded perfectly, fits in so nice. Pretty impressed with that. In order to get to the back of the headlight to put this harness on here, we've got to go in through the inner fender well. So there's about 2 or 3, 1, 2, maybe 3, might get away with just these 2. And we should be able to reach up and get to the back of the headlight. So we got the clip off the back. There is a little thing you have to press here, which you can kind of see it move inside. And that is on the bottom of the clip. So it's kind of like in this orientation, like this on the back of the headlight. So when you press in there, it popped out real easy. So let's go ahead and get this one on. Like that. It should clip on nicely. It's very tight. It's good. So now this one goes on to the headlight, and then this goes into the wiring harness for the light, which I will leave until I wire it down through. So I'll just leave this like this. So the wire between the 2 clips doesn't have any kind of covering, and I don't want a red wire visible there. So I have some loom. I'm just gonna add that to this little piece between here, and it'll make it more inconspicuous once I wire everything in and tie everything up with zip ties. So I have to run the wires from these 2 pigtails across the front of the truck somehow to each side underneath the headlights. I thought I'd be able to reach in here, but this is, you cannot get anywhere in here because this is air intake. And of course underneath we have the skid plate. So I did pop off this cover up here. It's just these push pins. I have a tool that kind of makes getting those off pretty easy. Just kind of pry it underneath and pop it out. And I think I'll be able to find a spot down inside. So with that cover out of the way, I've got the wiring harness laid up here, and I can see from the lights, I can bring the harness up to here. And the other one is here. So I think I can just run this harness across this top, and when I put this cover back on, it'll hide it. And it should make it much easier to get this portion down. I can see light down there, get it down to where those connections are behind the headlight. Laid this back temporary so that you can see kind of where the harness, I did put it down under and then back up on the other side so that it would reach the connections of the lights a little better. And when I put this in place, there is a little space there for this where it does allow it to fit, which is kind of nice. And then we're going to run it down through there to the wheel well. Red wire out through the core support. I will put some black loom on that too, and that'll go to the upfitter switches. And then this one just ran straight down. I could see light that comes out in front of behind the headlights. And same over here, kind of went down in that direction. And that leaves me with all my wiring here to plug in. Awesome, so that's that. And now we just have to connect this portion to the back of the headlight, kind of zip tie everything up nice and neat, and put our bolts back in for our inner fender. All right, so remember this clip is down on the headlight, so it's got to go snap into the back like that. So there's the back of the headlight, and what you got to reach up inside and connect the harness that comes with the light into your back of your headlight. It wasn't too difficult. I found it pretty easy, even doing it blind. Now the one red wire that comes through, I did put some wire loom on it, so there's not a red wire coming through. And I have the there's my upfitter switches. I did buy a kit. Normally these are just dead-ended down here. You'll find a bunch of wires with some red tape on it. You can kind of see a little bit there. There's two looms, one with white tape, one with red tape, and your upfitters are the red tape. Your white taped wires just go in through the cab and dead end in the kick panel inside. If you needed to get power back and forth, you don't need to make a hole. They're already there. But these are, I'll put the link to these in my description. Everything's nice labeled, heat shrunk, and comes with the adapters. So I will hook the red light or the red wire to this one. You don't need the black because they have ground from the back of the headlights. And then I'll hook it up to auxiliary number 6. That's only a 5 amp. There's not a lot of draw from these lights. Already tested and it's working, so I'll button everything up and we'll show you what the result is. All the wires are in, everything's back in place. So if we turn on the truck and hit the upfitter switch number 6, they come on as daytime running lights. I kind of like that. At least with the switch, I have the ability to turn them off if I ever want to. But we can hit the left turn signal. How cool is that? And the right. And then we can do hazards also. Very cool. Overall, very happy with this kit. The fit and finish was great. The plug and play is awesome. Makes install a breeze. The only wire you will have to splice in is the red one for the white lights or the daytime running lights. And on the Tremor, the upfitter switches make that very easy. And the sequential lights are just cool. So hope this helps you install your kit, and we'll see you in the next one.